I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, man, life don't get better just because you get motivated. It starts getting better when you stop lying to yourself. After the breakup I went through, after the money pressure, after becoming a full-time single dad, realizing nobody was coming to give me the perfect schedule or the perfect conditions, I had to accept some hard truths. It wasn't motivational quotes that got me through. It was the truths. The kind that make you uncomfortable because they remove the excuses. These are the 5 hard truths that helped rebuild me when life got hard and fell apart. Number 4 is the one I fought the longest. When your life falls apart, I think the first thing people naturally want is just some type of relief. You want the pain to stop. You want the pressure to be lifted. You want anybody, especially the person that's probably causing the pain, to understand. You want a clear answer. You want to talk. You want somebody to care. You want somebody to feel like they hear your side. And then you want that comeback to feel strong and cinematic, sexy. But real rebuilding doesn't always go like that. Real rebuilding is quieter. It looks like accepting the reality instead of blaming the situation or blaming somebody else. It's about accountability. It looks like doing whatever needs to be done, even when nobody cares how tired you are. It looks like when you realize that your feelings can be valid, but they cannot be in charge of your actions. It's hard. I get it. It was parts of my life. It's probably parts of your life if you're going through this right now where you got real reasons to be tired, like dog tired. Real reasons to be frustrated, overwhelmed, hurt, and agony. But then at some point, you got to ask yourself a question. Am I using what has happened to me as an excuse to stop becoming the person that I'm supposed to be? Once you ask yourself that question, it changes everything. These are the 5 hard truths I had to accept so I could start getting my life together. Number 1, man, nobody coming to save your schedule, dog. As much as it would be nice to have family or the other person or just somebody give you some relief so you could have more time to get stuff done, it don't work like that. You need more help, more energy, more time. Being a full-time single dad, those things are off the table. You have to literally figure it out yourself. You have to plan. You have to execute. You have to prepare. You have to strategize. You have to do the things. You have to accept that accountability and do the things. Put the strategies in place. It's not easy, but it's doable. And I wasn't the first one to figure it out. You're not going to be the first one to figure it out. And we're not going to be the last. But because somebody's done it before, I promise you, you can do it. It just takes time and it takes effort. That's what rebuilding is about, the effort. Want to win, to want to be better than you were yesterday, even if it's just a little bit. And even if you don't achieve that goal, you still have that desire to improve at everything. And understanding that it's on you. So what are you going to do? Number 2, your feelings are real. Everything you feel, even as a man, the feelings that we feel are real. However, men can't make drastic decisions or expect everybody to understand how you feel and to take it into consideration on how they act. No. If anything, feelings have to be motivation. They have to be what drives you to do what needs to be done. Feelings can't lead, at least not in a negative way. Because if you let your feelings lead you in a negative way, the consequences, we know what they can be. But that doesn't mean pretend. That doesn't mean to pretend you're not hurt, to pretend that you're just so stoic that nothing offends you, but you're just so nonchalant that you don't care about anything. No. But it shouldn't be your feelings leading you down a path of self-destruction or a path of choices that have permanent consequences for you, your family, or other people that you care about. I believe anger is a good emotion. I believe being in a dark place can be used to your good in the gym, but you have to be strategic about when you use it. Not to drink, not to make excuses, cry and wallow. No, use it in the gym. Use it when you got to push through something. Use it when you're at work and you got to grit down and grind. Use it when you're out on that dark road at night, needing to walk or just be brave or just find the strength. Use it for that. Number 3, you don't need the perfect plan, but you need to have a repeatable plan. You need to have things that you do that set you up for success to win again. When I first started trying to get back, I thought I had to have the perfect budget, the perfect schedule, the perfect routine, the perfect system. But then I realized I just needed a plan, because having some sort of plan, even knowing that my plan might not go as planned, at least I have some kind of idea of where I'm headed, or what I'm trying to do, or where I need to be, so I could course correct if something strays me off that plan. I'm not just going into the world willy-nilly. It's like going to the gym without a plan of what you're going to do. 9 times out of 10, when that happens, you're not as effective as you could be. Same thing with having a budget. If you don't have some idea what your budget is, 9 times out of 10, you're either going to overspend, or you're just not going to be as good or just productive with your money as you could have been if you had a plan. I think the best shift is when you find something that's repeatable, something that's doable, stacking those small wins, just having some type of structure to your day that you can build upon. Because once you start repeating it and doing those same things over, it's compound interest. And one thing you know about compound interest, over time, it's incredible what it can do for you, whether it be financially or in your personal life goals on a day-to-day. The fourth, and this one is a deep one. Peace costs more upfront than chaos. Chaos is expensive later. Peace is expensive now. Sometimes choosing peace over chaos in the beginning is going to cost you comfort. It's going to cost you some of the access to people that you might have used to be around. It may cost you your ego. That's a big one. It may cost you the version of yourself that is easily distracted. That version that liked being distracted at that. Because a lot of times when you in the place where you have to rebuild, it's because chaos got comfortable. Chaos got familiar. Chaos became the norm. Peace makes you clean up your money. Peace makes you clean up your life. Peace makes you have structure and organization. But you have to choose that peace. You have to want it badder than you want to be comfortable sometimes. For me, peace meant changing how I was with money, changing how I was in dating, changing how I plan my bedtime routine or who I allow to access me. Peace is protecting yourself. Peace is something you have to choose. Peace is built. Nobody can be your peace. You have to build your peace within yourself, especially as a man. That's a hard truth, but it's necessary. The fifth and final hard truth is that your future will inherit what you repeat. It's not what you intend. It's not what you talk about. It's not what you promise yourself at midnight or you just think about in the air. It's what you repeat. If you avoid doing the things that you need to do, your future will inherit that. If you show up for yourself, you put the time in, you put the work in, you put the consistent effort into becoming better, your future self inherits that. Physically, mentally, socially, financially, all the leads. You owe it to your future self to do the things you need to do. Every day I think about if I repeat certain negative behaviors, my son inherits that. If I don't do what I need to do, what will my son's inheritance be? What kind of man am I if I don't leave my son an inheritance that benefit him and his family and my family lineage? As a father, that is different. If you're a father, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, you got to think about that. Because your kids watch how you handle pressure. They watch how you respond to other people. They're paying attention. Even if you think they're little sponges, they soak it up. It's funny, even if they're on their tablet, because they'll watch TV and be on a tablet at the same time. I don't know how they do it, but that's what these kids can do these days. So again, the 5 hard truths. Nobody's coming to save your schedule. Number 2, your feelings are real, but they don't lead the house. Number 3, you don't need a perfect plan. You need a repeatable standard. Number 4, peace costs more upfront than chaos. And number 5, your future will inherit what you repeat. I don't think none of these are easy, but I believe all of these are important in rebuilding yourself to the person you want to be for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones, but more importantly for yourself, so you can be your best self for others and for you. At some point, we accept the truth and we move forward. We do what we got to do. I believe in you. So let me ask you this. If you're somebody watching this video, are you avoiding any of those truths right now? If you are, let us know in the comments, man. Maybe somebody can chime in and encourage you to push through. The biggest thing that helped me when I first got on this journey is just realizing that I wasn't the only one who'd been through something like this, and knowing that others survived, so I can too. So hold that peace in your heart if you're somebody going through something right now. This is North of 40. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll be back real soon for another one. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the love. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Peace.